Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We will start our session. Now, after that, the two things I asked to do, that is randomized host order and the bad checksum. So tell me, what is checksum? What is the use of checksum, Bilkis? What is the use of checksum? You have done that practical, so one by one we'll ask the question. Anyone else?
I think checksum is like a value which is calculated based on the packet content. I think it's like the payload of the TCP/UDP, whatever it's inside of this packet, and it's just to make sure that the packet haven't been altered or changed on the way.
Yes, it is a integrity checker ultimately. So if any integrity issue is there or integrity breach happen between sender and the receiver, at that time this checksum value is going to be work. Every data is having a checksum value. Every header is having a different checksum algorithm. In the networking, there are multiple checksum calculation algorithms available. There is one example I'm just giving you just for your understanding purpose. That is even parity checker or parity checker. That is also a kind of a checksum method. Let's understand that. Let's say here is my data. This is the data I wanted to send. It is going to be passed to the communication channel, and it is basically it is converted like this, something like this. Now, whenever it is passing from any of the header, let's assume TCP header, in that there is a checksum calculation. So how we are going to use even parity checker. Even parity checker algorithm. In that, we'll count the number of ones are even or odd. If the number of ones are odd, then the last bit we will add along with the data, that is to make this number of ones as an even. So count how many numbers of ones are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, total 7 ones are there. And there is a fixed data length, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 bits of the data. So in the 12 bits of the data, there are total 7 ones. So when we combine this 7 ones, then it is basically the odd number of the ones. An algorithm I'm using for the event parity, even parity checker, it means the number of ones needs to be even. If it is not even, we need to add last bit as in 1. So now total number of ones are even 7 plus 1, that is basically 8. So this data is basically sent, and in the checksum, basically in the checksum field, value 1 is basically enter. In the checksum field, value 1 is going to be enter. Now the receiver is going to receive the data, and receiver is receiving the data like this. Okay, receiver is receiving the data like this, and receiver is having the idea that the algorithm used by this communication for the parity check, that is even parity checker. So receiver is going to do once again the even parity checker algorithm over here. So even parity checker algorithm is going to be applied. Now receiver even parity checker is going to calculate this value, double 1 means 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So according to the data is going to be received, that is the parity bit is going to be 0. Now in the header, the parity bit is 1 whenever receiver receives the header, and in that the checksum parity bit is 1 and the calculated parity bit is 0. It means it is indicating that in the data something has been fishy. Someone has changed the data, or there is a change into the information. So that's why by doing this, the integrity is going to be checked, that the data is received as it is, or basically it is modified during the conversation. So that's why if the TCP header, we are using the checksum, and the checksum field, if we will try to bypass the firewall or the IDS by using the bad checksum option. What exactly the bad checksum option that basically explained over here? It's basically attacker sends the packets with the bad or the bogus TCP UDP checksum to intended to target to avoid certain firewall rule set. In the firewall, there are some rule sets for the checksums also. If it has been not configured properly, then hacker will use that. Some bogus or some randomly generated checksum values are going to be sent. And if firewall is not able to understand that checksum value properly, then it is indicating that firewall is not configured for checking the status of the checksum. So hacker will take the advantage of it. So that is basically the bogus or the bad checksum utilization for avoiding the or for bypassing the firewall and the what we can say IDS. Similarly, there is a randomized host order. So attacker scans the number of hosts in the target in the network in a random order to scan an intended target that is behind a firewall. So let's say there are 10 systems and my targeted system is using the firewall for the security purpose. But in the network at the same time, there are few systems which are not using the firewall, or they are using the firewall but not configured or not activated right now. So if let's say my target is Christian, but Christian is currently secured with the safety guard, but Mosmi is connected with the Christian, and if I'm targeting the Christian, but Christian is currently safeguard with the firewall, so what I'll do, I'll target the Mosmi, and Mosmi will send the packets to the Christian. Like that way, randomized host order, instead of targeting direct the actual target, we will send the packet in a randomized order from the all possible available systems of the network to the targeted system. So instead of my system, I'm going to send a packet, but it is not going to directly reach to the targeted system, but it is going to reach to the targeted system via randomized order of the network system. Clear the meaning of both the commands, the random host order and the bad checksum. Now how to use both the options, that you guys can do it by your own. That I've already asked you to do it in your last session. You just have to go through with it and you just observe the Wireshark traffic, because your next project, that is project number 2, based on this only. Yeah, so till scanning, whatever I'm going to explain you till today is going to be your syllabus for your evaluation test. There will be 3 evaluation tests throughout this internship and training program, monthly once. Okay, so now we will move forward, because I thought evaluation test is required to basically keep the curiosity about your score, to keep the curiosity about what level of knowledge you have, how you guys are performing the practical, like that. This is the end of the session for today. Thanks for watching. If you found this is helpful, don't forget to follow MedBrains for more insights, tutorial, and career-focused content. Stay tuned. Your journey to mastering tech starts here.
First of all, I think that these programs help me clarify my future career direction and identify the key skills I need to learn. By overcoming many technical challenges during the process, I gain confidence in my abilities and realize that I can keep moving forward in this field. And actually, I'm from China, and my university is from Australia, and I'm a bachelor student from the University of Sydney. The method that I know you is from the LinkedIn, which I think is very fit for my future thinking. So I choose you. And I rate it as 8. This experience gave me a brand new understanding of the data field and helped me clarify my future career direction.